Your life changes the day your promises become contracts, especially promises you make to yourself. Everyone talks about integrity. Few people actually practice it. And the hardest promises to keep are the ones that nobody else knows you've made. Years ago, I made a promise to myself that I was going to write a book. Not because anyone was asking for it, not because I had a publishing deal, not because I knew anyone would ever read it. I simply believed there was a message worth sharing. There were plenty of reasons to quit. Business needed my attention. My daughters needed my attention. Life got busy. Days turned into months. Months turned into years. More than once, I wondered if I should just let it go. But every time I came back to that manuscript, I wasn't just writing a book. I was keeping a promise. Eventually, that promise became building your dreams. Looking back, I realized something important. The book didn't build my confidence. Keeping my word did. That's what integrity really is. We think integrity is keeping promises to other people. But the real test is whether you keep the promise nobody else knows about. I'm going to work out. I'm going to write. I'm going to save money. I'm going to spend more time with my family. Then life gets busy. The promise disappears. Even broken promise chips away. Every broken promise chips away at your confidence. Not because someone else noticed, but because you noticed. Marcus Aurelius once wrote that we should stop debating what a good person is and simply be one. People who trust themselves don't magically have more motivation. They've simply built a history of keeping their word. That's confidence. Confidence isn't believing you'll succeed. Confidence is believing you'll show up. So here's my challenge for you. Choose one promise today. Not 10, one. Keep it. Then do it again tomorrow. Trust is earned, even with yourself. That's exactly why the North Star Life Plan includes a personalized habit system, because your dreams aren't achieved through motivation. They're achieved through repeated promises kept. Comment plan below and I'll show you how to learn more about the North Star Life Plan. Remember, success isn't about getting where you're going. It's about becoming the person capable of getting there. Find your North Star and build your dreams. Episode 4, Be a Three-Dimensional Man. The world doesn't need more successful people. It needs more complete people. One of the greatest blessings and greatest challenges of my life has been raising my twin daughters. Like a lot of people, there were seasons when I poured almost everything into work. Like a lot of people, there were seasons when I poured almost everything into work. Building businesses, serving clients, paying the bills. It was easy to measure success by how much I accomplished. But then I'd come home and be reminded of something much more important. My daughters didn't care how many clients I had. They didn't care what was in my bank account. They cared whether Dad was present, whether I listened, whether I showed up. That forced me to ask a hard question. If I become successful in business but fail as a father, have I really succeeded? The answer, of course, was no. That's one of the reasons I eventually created the North Star Method, because I realized life isn't because I realized life isn't one race. It's 6. Spirit, health, big dreams, money, relationships, life management. Ignore one of them long enough, and it eventually begins pulling the others down. The ancient Stoics believed in developing the whole person, your body, your mind, your character, your relationships, your purpose. Being a fully dimensional person means refusing to let one area define you. Your job isn't who you are. Your bank account isn't who you are. Even your failures aren't who you are. A complete and whole person is always growing. Maybe not equally, but intentionally. So here's my challenge for you. Ask yourself, if someone described my life, what one area would they say I've neglected? Start there. Small improvements in your weakest area often create the biggest changes in your life. If you'd like to build a life with more clarity, purpose, and direction, the North Star Life Plan helps you see your entire life, not just your career or finances, so you can build lasting success instead of temporary victories. Comment "plan" below, and I'll show you how to learn more about the North Star Life Plan. Remember, success isn't about getting where you're going. It's about becoming the person capable of getting there.